We were in a 5-year agreement. So that's what we had to review at year 5. New agreements require 4 expanding territories. We were in one territory. If we wanted to go outside of area, we had to sign a new agreement, and that would change how we were looking at things. If you're exiting out, there are loan obligations that are due on demand. And there's also the possibility of having non-compete clauses for up to 24 months of the same business type. So if you're doing a tax operation with a franchise and then you're going to move out of the franchising, you may not be able to do tax work for 2 years based on a non-compete. As an independent, you can evaluate season activities and compare to plan objectives. You want to review your income or loss for the business continuance, define what process can be changed, improved, or removed. And then you want to continue that by identifying issues. Was it client related, marketing, pricing, services? What was the area or areas? And if it's in the end, is it a one and done? Or do you want to do this again next year because things kind of went according to plan? As a quick review conclusion on this, something that we tend to forget, there are tax consequences to this whole process. Keep in mind that running self-employed, you're going to have an impact to your personal with self-employment tax issues. There could be quarterly taxes versus paying at tax filing. That if you make a lot of income on this, do you consider doing quarterly estimated, or do you just wait at tax time and do it with one payment? And finally, you want to also keep in mind of the potential payroll taxes for employees if you do hire any. Any questions?
I guess not. Richard, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And thank you so much for all the presentations you've done over the last 8 years, I guess. And
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome, Glenn. I think we did most of them in the last 2 or 3.
right, right. Okay, let's go on. The next one is we've got Roger and Patty Maeda.
Well, I did want to let me jump in here for a minute here, Glenn, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so I wanted to take a minute here, you guys, if you don't mind, to just help us all really give a great thank you to Glenn for all his work. As most of you know, he's going to be retiring here at the end of the month. It's something that I mean, I just feel like as I've been getting a little more life experience that it's just so important for us to set aside some time to recognize those people in life that have really helped us, in life and actually care about us. And I think that Glenn just has set such an amazing example of that, in our company and in our community. And seeing here, logging into these meetings and seeing Richard present and Sean and Patty and Roger are about to, share their wisdom and their knowledge too. I don't think any of that would be happening that we would feel as a community and as individuals as empowered to for us to take the stage and for us to share and for us to help others without Glenn. With it because he's really one of those people that he's sincerely curious about what's going on with you. Like when you talk to him, he actually wants to know what you have going on. What you have to share, what are your goals, what are you struggling with? And I just, appreciate so much. He's done so much for me personally, for all the members. We are live on YouTube, I believe, right now as well, you guys, to let the other members and people that know Glenn just drop a comment on YouTube or even in the chat here. Maybe just, a thank you to Glenn and even something specific, like we had seen the other day, all these people reach out to him, say, hey, thank you for getting me a job, finding me my first opportunity in the business, helping me start my business. I mean, do you know how many businesses this guy has helped start like from scratch? Through this community. And so when Glenn originally came to work with us, it was kind of funny because he was used to working with bigger companies, companies that kind of knew what they're doing and have all the ducks in a rows and stuff. And that definitely wasn't us 8 years ago. And it wasn't me for sure as a CEO. So I mean, just the amount of like, hey, believing in us that we can get to a point where we can offer value to other independent tax pros like this. And I'm seeing a lot of people nod their heads, so it must be what I'm saying is making some kind of sense. But I just really wanted to log in and personally say and help everybody say thank you so much to Glenn for all your service and all your work. It's really, really appreciate it. And I know you're rooting for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, from what I hear. Is that right?
Yes, Andy, of course.
Okay.
Fly,
So
Eagles, fly.
yeah, for those that you don't know, Glenn, he grew up in Philadelphia, so he's a big time Philadelphia Eagles fan. So he's definitely, he's definitely gonna be rooting for the Eagles for the upcoming big game. So yeah, if you have something nice to say about Glenn, I know that it's now's a great time to say it. And I just wanted to make sure, Glenn, that you got a really warm thank you. You know that we all love you, we appreciate you, and you've really done an amazing job. And thank you so much. So I know it's tax season, everybody, and also I want to get to Patty and Roger and pass it back to them. But Glenn, any words of wisdom of kind of like maybe, I don't know, like what you learned working at Pronto, or something that we can keep in mind as we all move on, and we move on in a way, I think that let me know if you guys agree with this. Like as we move on with our own careers, everything that we worked with Glenn and the relationship that we've had with him, can inspire you in as we move forward. And you can take that and you can apply that and you can share what he shared with you with other people. So with that being said, Glenn, any kind of words of wisdom,
Yeah.
a minute or two to leave with us?
Yeah, I want to first of all thank Andy. I mean, working with him has been fantastic. I've learned a lot. I've worked with many CEOs, but none with the integrity that Andy has. He's honest, he's true, and he's normal. He's a regular guy.
That's the first time I've ever heard anybody say that about me, Glenn. You must have a warped version of normal, I tell you.
Yeah. Well, he's a little bit eccentric too, but anyway, all good CEOs have a little eccentricity about them. So, the rest of the staff, Imelda, Karen, Carlos, Colleen, they all love Andy, and as I do, and we actually love each other. So every Monday we get together for a meeting, and it's mostly fun stuff, It's but business, But anyway, and the rest of you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. It's been a nice experience. It's been a great experience. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, but I'm not going to die or anything, but I'm going to do something else in life. I'm not sure yet what. So far, it's crypto and playing with crypto and going from and helping my wife, of course, with her real estate. And I just want to thank everybody, for being the people that you are, and it's much appreciated. And anyway, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn. So not dying in crypto, I mean, what could be a better retirement than
Uh,
that, right?
I don't know if you come up with something good, Andy. I like some of your ideas.
Some better than others, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Glenn. With that being said, I wanted to, Melda, you can jump off the YouTube live there. I'd said we would keep it with tax season and everything to 10 or 15 minutes. I did want to make sure that we recognize Glenn, thank him, and give everybody a chance to thank him as well. And with that being said, I'd like to pass it back to Roger and Patty. And thanks, Roger and Patty, for letting me jump in there and just say thank you to Glenn. Thanks everybody as well on the meeting for everything you guys contribute.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Andy, well said. And Glenn, well deserved. I think we invited you down to our office more than once. So,
yes,
and
I've been there twice.
So, you're more than welcome to come down here. If Barbara gets upset with you, you can hang out down here with us, and we'll be more
She's
than
busy
happy.
with real estate. It's okay.
Yeah.
Roger, if cryptocurrency prices take a dip, he's gonna see you over there for sure.
I might have to work again.
I have a
Come for
desk.
lunch. Come
I
for
have
lunch.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me introduce you.